we consider Mr. Navalny's detention to be politically motivated. We're concerned at the latest actions.
Navalny has been sent to a particular labor camp, which, according to our colleagues there and others in the movement, is particularly difficult. Out of touch, no mail, no contact for at least 2 years, if not longer. Is there? Well, first, what are we doing with the EU? Because the EU mentioned that there was perhaps this week going to be steps taken. Are we working with the EU, and is that coming imminently? And what else might we be doing unilaterally, if anything?
We have been working extraordinarily closely with the European Union, with our broader like-minded partners on the issue of human rights in Russia, including the issue of Mr. Navalny and those who have been unjustly detained in the aftermath of his arrest. I wouldn't want to speak to measures that the EU may have coming. I wouldn't want to speak to any measures that we may have coming, but suffice it to say that we have coordinated very closely. Nothing we do would take the EU by surprise, and vice versa, because we know across every challenge, whether it is human rights in Russia, whether it's ending this horrific war in Yemen, whether it is taking on our competitors, we know that across every challenge, when we bring our allies and partners with us, we have maximum impact. That's what we have been doing on human rights in Russia, and I suspect you will see more of that going forward.
Well, can you give us a time frame? How imminent is action going to be?
I wouldn't want to characterize it. I will say that we've been working on it as an urgent challenge. We recognize that this is a challenge we have to speak out on, continue to speak out on with one voice, and we need to work on both in rhetoric and in deed. In terms of rhetoric, you saw the G7 statement from our closest partners and allies condemning the arrest of Mr. Navalny several weeks ago now. That will not be the extent of our coordination on this, but I wouldn't want to put a specific time frame on it beyond noting that we see this as an urgent priority and have treated it as...
Message to the dissident movement, which may indeed be crushed.
Our message to the dissident community has been consistent. Our message is that Russia must release those detained for exercising their human rights. That includes Alexey Navalny. We've condemned the Russian government's sustained efforts to silence the Russian people, including those of the opposition. As we have said, we consider Mr. Navalny's detention to be politically motivated. We're concerned at the latest actions, including what you referenced as well. We have reiterated, our call for the Russian government to immediately and to unconditionally release Mr. Navalny, all those wrongfully detained during the peaceful demonstrations now in January, and all those since detained for exercising their rights to free expression, to free assembly, and to free association.